Over the years, we have learned to appreciate small mountain towns, their history and their people, especially old mining towns. With an estimated population of 5 people, Bonanza is the smallest mining town that we have visited, other than an abandoned ghost town or two. Bonanza is located in Saguache County, Colorado. Bonanza is a Spanish word meaning prosperity. It's fitting because the town was known for mining silver. It holds the distinction of being the least or second least populous town in Colorado, depending on who's counting that is. Bonanza was incorporated in 1881 and it sits at just over 9,400 feet in elevation. In 1880, rancher Tom Cook discovered ore deposits while searching for horses. Shortly after, prospectors flooded the town seeking their fortune. In its heyday, Bonanza peaked out at around 1,500 people. The town was home to 36 saloons and 7 dance halls. Bonanza has many abandoned and broken down buildings and houses. Some of the houses get handed down through the generations, and the lucky few are inherited by someone who falls in love with the town's charm. Those houses are beautifully restored. Bonanza has no stores, no cell phone service, and no Wi-Fi, but it has character that exceeds well beyond its small footprint. We can testify that 3 out of the town's 5 full-time residents are incredibly nice people. We didn't get a chance to meet the other 2. Seasonal residents can skyrocket the population to a bustling 19 people. For such a small town, there sure is a lot to see. We left Bonanza and started climbing up the trail. That took us to Raleigh Mine. Raleigh Mine sits 1,000 feet above Bonanza. The mine went into production in 1882 and ran until 1969. The mine shaft has been closed off, but the history still lives on. Colorado has done an amazing job at turning hundreds of old mining roads into 4x4 trails. We really love challenging our H3 and learning how to navigate all kinds of obstacles.
Can I come back a little bit?
You can. You're in some pretty good mud on that passenger side. But I think you're okay now. Can you go up?
Give it a little bump.
You can go up now. I think you're all right. You can come on back. You're just... I just can't believe it's not going up. It's just that one side.
I'm gonna try to...
Okay, that's probably it. Yikes. I don't think we're getting up that.
All right, so things have taken a pretty bad turn for us. We are literally in the middle of nowhere and our Hummer won't start. It started sputtering. I thought we had mud up in the tailpipe or something because we came up through that muddy area. No mud in the tailpipe. It's definitely a fuel problem. Injector, filter, fuel line, fuel pump. Don't really know. So we're gonna go for a walk and hopefully we can find some help. I just don't know what the problem is. This is the first time this vehicle's ever broken down on us, and we are way away from, we're like 20 miles out of cell phone service probably, so we got a little bit of daylight left. So we saw somebody camping back behind us a couple miles. We're gonna see if they are back there, if they have any way they can possibly help us or give us some help maybe tomorrow when the sun comes back up. But it's just one of those things when you're overlanding with an older vehicle, 12-year-old, 13-year-old vehicle, starting to show some wear. So I don't know, we'll see what happens. So hopefully we'll have good news here the next time you see me, but if nothing else, we're going to come back here and sleep. All right, so we didn't have any luck. We walked for a bit, but you know what? It was just getting dark really fast. And so we decided we'll hunker down right here. We are parked in the middle of this trail. There is nobody coming by. I mean, we have not seen anybody on this trail since we got on it. So we're gonna hunker down right here for the night. We're gonna make some dinner. We're gonna sit by the fire for a little bit. Then we're going to climb up here and get hopefully a really good night's sleep because we got some walking to do tomorrow. Kind of thinking this is a fuel filter or like a fuel problem. We bought some fuel probably about 30 miles ago, 20, 30 miles ago, and coming up in that muddy area, we got up pretty steep and we sat there for a while because we kind of had to figure out how we were going to get traction and get moved around. I'm just wondering if the fuel line picked up some junk out of the fuel tank, stuck it in the filter, or clogged it back at the tank. I'm not really sure. So we got some figuring out to do tomorrow, and hopefully we can find somebody that can help us out because we're not equipped to fix this thing right now. So dinner, some sleep, we'll see what happens. Gourmet meal tonight, baby?
Grilled cheese.
Grilled cheese? What is it, like 10, 10:30?
I don't know, it's late. I'm ready to get in the bed.
It's late, completely dark.
This has been a rough day.
It has been. Being broken down on an isolated trail can be a little nerve-wracking. Natalie had no interest in eating dinner, and she didn't sleep any that night. All right, good morning from, well, not the campsite, but the trail. You can see, hopefully you can see the angle that we're at here. It's a pretty rough angle to be sleeping in a rooftop tent. We all pretty much ended up in a pile down at Bailey's feet. It was a tough night's sleep, I'm gonna be honest with you. You can barely sit up in that tent, it's leaning so hard without just feeling like you're in a fun house. So, this morning's agenda is get some breakfast. Bailey's still sleeping. And pack everything up, see if we can get this running. I'm gonna climb underneath it and see if we pinched a fuel rail. Something might have happened when we came up over that last little rust section. So, kind of diagnose it, see if it's gonna run today. If not, we're gonna be walking about 20 miles, I'm guessing. So, you excited, baby?
Thrilled.
She's not excited at all. I believe at one point last night, Natalie decided this was our last overlanding trip. I think
I'm still deciding that.
Oh, she heard me. Okay, so We kind of have a plan. Right back here is that mud bog that we went through last night. No tow truck can get us out of here with that. At least no tow trucks around here. This isn't Moab where they have crazy rock crawler tow trucks. So we got to get to the other side of that mud bog. So we have some friends coming. They're going to be here in a couple hours. They're coming in, bringing their F-350 with some tow straps, hopefully some strong enough tow straps that are going to take our Hummer from here and around this way and through these trees. We're going to have to trim some of these trees. The search and rescue guy is going to show up with a bow saw or something. We're going to trim these trees, get it wide enough for their truck and our H3 to get through there. And then they're just going to tow us out to some flat road. And then we're going to call a tow truck. Then we're going to get towed to a place that works on Hummers. And hopefully they can diagnose it quickly today, do the repair tomorrow. No?
If they don't get here till 4 or 5?
Diagnose it tomorrow.
Sunday.
And get it fixed tomorrow. I don't know. We don't know. We're just going to have to try to figure out. But we get it somewhere safe tonight to a mechanic's place, and then we'll be okay. Then we can figure out what we're going to do. Probably get a ride back home, and then I don't know. I'm just rambling because we don't know. This is the plan that's like happening here as we...
At least we don't have to walk 20 miles. We've had some very nice people come along.
Yeah, I got to say, the first family that came through, Robert and his family, they're the ones that called the search and rescue people. They made other calls. They sent text messages to our friends when they got within cell phone range. So they went a long way to go get in cell phone range. So they got our friends in motion to say, hey, okay, well, let's find out where the GPS coordinates are, where Natalie, Bailey, and Jeff are. So by the time Natalie got to a landline that she could call them from, they were already tracking down where we were at to kind of figure out, okay, what gear do we need to bring? What do we need to do to get them out of here? So, huge help. I mean, there has been so many people that have come by in Can-Ams, Razors, dirt bikes, and everybody stops and says, hey, do you need help? What's going on? You guys are broken down. I mean, seriously, really, really, it's so nice getting out of the big city because here every single person wants to help. They stop and say, hey, what can I help with? No, we're good. No, but what can I help with? It's been really, really huge. So,
yeah, do you need water? You need food?
Yeah, water, food. They came back and brought us a bag of food. It's like seriously, really, really awesome. So thank you to everybody that has come out here onto this trail and has helped us out. Thank you guys, because I know some of you guys are going to be watching this video when we air it. So we're going to move some trees out of the way. Let's go, baby. So our H3 doesn't get through here. So this we're going to have to bow saw because these are alive. The search and rescue guy said it's cool. We can cut one of these out. We're good to go.
Another guy.
Also, right here, this is where we got hung up. We were trying to take this pass through here to avoid the deep mud section, but we don't fit through here either. But you know what? I'm taking this guy out.
Move that.
All right, so then we'll get the saw, cut off some of that, trim off some of this.
Do we need to take
That
these-
stump's going to be
these
a problem.
down?
Yeah, see if we can pull these over when they get their truck here. Or we'll bow saw them, because these are dead anyway. Then we pass through just fine. Overlanding is always an adventure. Even a different adventure than you're hoping for. But you know what? When things break down and things go bad and your plans get messed up, you got to pull together as a family, pull together as an overlanding, off-roading community. And it's cool how people just show up and help you out. It's really super awesome. Encourages us to just keep on going, because when we see people that need help, we like to help them as well. We pull people out of snow, people out of other messes, and it's just kind of fun to do. And it's nice when it circles back around and people rally around you when you're stuck. While we were waiting on friends to rescue us, things got a little crazy. Some vehicles were well equipped for the mud obstacle, while others, well, not so much.
It's a beautiful day. Isn't it all? So come on, let's
was no shortage of entertainment.
It won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day.
No, you guys will be fine. You just hug this one tree right here.
And come on, let's play.
Well done, well done. All right, good luck. All right, man, thank you.
After a few hours of 4x4 fun, our friends showed up. Thank you, Sarai and Emmanuel. These are friends that have camped with us several times. You might be wondering about the F-350. It's a work truck with street tires and a snowplow mount on the front.
Okay, we're good to go.
Definitely not an
Okay.
off-road truck. But our H3, when loaded down, is pretty heavy. Emmanuel has a Rubicon, but we needed to be towed a long way, and we figured that the extra towing power of the Ford
A little
couldn't hurt.
more. That's probably good, right?
We blocked out the signage on the truck
Okay,
to
keep
protect
going.
the innocent.
All right, so we really got one attempt on this.
Yep. So turn it hard before you go.
See, I'll teach you to put big tires on.
What I wouldn't give for like some 31-inch street tires now.
Yeah.
Is that it? Are we maxed?
I think so.
Keep trying to turn
I
it.
think
As
that's
you
it.
roll, keep turning. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. You're getting it. Keep going.
Yeah, that's looking good. There, now it's getting level.
Hey, make sure I don't eat up that strap with my tire. Yeah.
No, you're good.
You're good.
Yeah, get that straight.
Okay. I'm good on the strap?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep a little brake pressure to keep it taut.
After we got straightened out, it was time to go through the narrow bypass.
Okay.
Hey, we're actually doing really good.
Keep the brake on.
Yeah, I'm running the brake. All right, give me some eyes over here on the trees. How we looking? I think we're going to scoot through just fine.
Brake, 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 Jeff. Easy.
Así, así.
Yeah, once you get past them stumps.
Ahí, apéselo para acá. Todo, todo. Suave, suave.
This was a very tight and muddy section to be towed through. It looks a lot easier than it really was. There were tree stumps on both sides at just the right height to do body damage if you weren't careful.
This is gonna be the hard one. Okay, turn driver now. You're past it.
Not yet.
Not yet? Oh, okay, sorry.
Despacito. Bien despacito.
Yeah, you're gonna make it just fine.
Can I start turning?
Yep.
All right, turn driver.
Trying.
Perfect.
As long as we don't roll it right here, we're good.
Right?
This is where it'll tip over right into the
Síguele,
mud.
síguele dando.
If she made it over that, you make it.
Oh, this is so nice now.
Woo!
After being stranded on the trail for almost 24 hours, there was really only one way
Yes!
to express our excitement.
Oh, that was hairy. That was tough.
We learned a lot on this trail. Small town people will offer to help you when you need it. They will dare to shake your hand, and a friend will give you a celebratory hug after rescuing you. In a world where most people these days are afraid of each other, this breakdown restored our faith in people and proved to be a greater blessing than we could have imagined. We have to give a huge thank you to Bill with Saguache County Search and Rescue. He stayed with us the entire day. We couldn't have done this without him. Things would have been much worse. We left our H3 in Bonanza in Bill's care at the firehouse that he runs. It took us a few days to get it towed. It was an aging fuel pump that left us stranded. Thank you to Cameron and Preston for the diagnosis and repair, and once again we were bailed out by our friends. A week later, we will be back in Bonanza to thank our new friend Bill. So the guy Bill from Search and Rescue here in Bonanza that works this county or this area of Colorado is the guy that stayed with us on that trail for the entire day to make sure that we were okay, that we had food, that we had water, that we were safe, and that we got towed off of that place. So Bill, we promised we were going to bring you some soil. Bill runs the fire department right here, the firehouse. I think it's a one-man operation unless something crazy happens and they bring in help. And we told him we were going to bring him topsoil because you cannot get soil to Bonanza, Colorado. Trust me, I made phone calls. You can't get soil delivered here, and there's no soil around here. It's just all basically granite that's decomposed. And he wants to plant some grasses in here in front of the firehouse. So, Bill, we're bringing you topsoil. Man, thank you so much for all of your help coming to our rescue. So let's get this thing unloaded. By the way, it's like a 4-hour or something drive from our house to here. So it's a full day event for us, but it is worth it, man. This dude saved us big time. So that's it. As promised, we wanted to do something nice for Bill, the guy who really went out of his way to take care of us. So as promised, we brought up some soil in a place where you just can't get soil. So thankfully we were able to pull that off, and thankfully he came to our rescue up there on that mountain trail. That's all we got, guys. Thanks a lot for seeing.